bum, 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 bum. That introduction is so dramatic. It feels like a movie is gonna happen. Every time I watch that, I just feel so rejuvenated. Um, I know what's missing. I don't have no coffee, man. I was supposed to have some of that mocha mommy coffee. Um, we need another box of that. It's blue something, some type of new uh flavor that she got that she supposed to be sending us, me, the morning show. Y'all definitely tune into the morning show, man, right here on Video Mix TV. If you can't watch us on 8.4 or 33.4 in Atlanta, definitely check us out on videomixtv.com. Who am I? Grind Mode Chaos. You know I go 100 miles per hour. That's right, me. Grind Mode Chaos, aka the Pressure King, aka Something Serious, aka Nothing Nice, aka Henrietta's son, aka Sister Kettle's grandson, aka AK-47s is all around us. So stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with our money and don't be bouncing no checks. Yeah, I said it. But yeah, man, we get into the bag, we get into the money, man. Shout out to everybody that's on the whole Video Mix TV uh team, staff, our shooters out there. We start going live this week. I'll speak about that real soon. Florida Boy Entertainment, Vonna 305, what's up? 24hourhiphop.com, what's up? Liddy, what's up, team Liddy? I'm gonna be going real fast today because we got a lot going on. As far as like what I did on the weekend, what I have going on coming up. Before I get too far into this show, I think it's Mexico City, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely prayers up for them. About that train situation that, not the bridge, but it was like an overpass that failed. Over 70 people got injured. 20 people were killed, man, just instantly, man. And just to see that video footage of that train collapsing really makes you gasp for air, man. Just knowing that some people were on their way home. It made me gas the same way I did when I seen 9/11. Like, you just never know what's going to happen whenever it's going to happen. So prayers up to all those people. Is still some people that they haven't recovered that's under debris. Hopefully the numbers don't rise, and hopefully some people are just missing because it's a real breathtaking and asthma moment when you don't know if your loved one is alive or deceased or would never be found again. So definitely prayers for them. And I heard that it was a lot of people complaining about the structure, no different than what they were complaining about that structure for the FIU situation, man. So it's sad when you know that somebody could probably do something about that, and it doesn't happen. Excuse me for yawning. I have not been asleep a lot, so you might catch a couple yawns for this episode, man. You know, I don't care. I'm human. What you want from me, man? What you want, a robot? Huh? What y'all want, a cyborg? Nah, man, ain't going down, man. So yeah, definitely prayers to that. Again, prayers to the DMX situation. Again, prayers to the Shot G situation. Mr. Humpty Dump. Again, prayers to the Black Rob situation. A couple more people that we lost. I'm still just in shock mode. You know what I'm saying? We losing a lot of people, man. So love your loved ones while they're here, man. That's the best I could tell you, man. You just never know what's going to happen from one day to the next. Still be careful out here. Still wear your mask if you feel like it's going to do its job. Still keep building your immune system up and getting that vitamin C in your body and certain things in your body, whether it's sea moss, whether it's black seed oil, whether it's, man, I forgot to take my black seed oil in the last couple of days. Look, I'm giving y'all advice. I ain't even gonna take it. You feel me?
Man, you see the governor that opened the state up, man. You seen that?
How do you feel about that? Don't make me start interviewing you because we got time to kill today. Hint, hint.
Yeah, it's a
How do you
crazy
feel about that?
situation,
Because
man. Because for one they're saying that they don't want to have a vaccine passport right? But then in the same breath, they're saying that they want the cruise industry to open back up. But the cruise industry, they're mandating that you have to have a vaccine to go on the cruise. So it's really a lot of conflict that they're having just with the policy that they're trying to put in place. And for me to see what's going on in India right now is I don't know if it's really the time to just relax all of the all of the things we've been doing. I can see us. I think hopefully people still use common sense because whether you're vaccinated or not, I would still wear a mask outside.
Right, right. It's scary, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to think. And then I'm straddling the fence. That's just me being honest. If I'm gonna be all the way truthful, I'm like, man, how in the world are we getting vaccinated when it's like two or three strands that's coming right behind it that are increasing in numbers? I don't know if they're that crucial compared to COVID-19. I don't know if COVID-20 and 21 and 23 are
India,
worse.
India's worse. India's the epicenter right now. It's worse than New York was. I mean, they just burning people. They,
Really?
they just cremating people. If you could imagine, just like in the parking lot of the stadium, a Hard Rock Stadium, they just got just areas set up to just cremate people's bodies. So as far
Wow.
as you can see, yeah, it's crazy, man. They have a much denser population in India than we do here, for one thing. So I think that's one reason why things are happening so bad. There is really really dense over there. So
Right.
prayers up for them, man, because that's rough. Later on in the show, I got a video clip I'm gonna play to you of this school teacher up in Central Florida. She put the wood on this little girl's
Oh
behind,
man.
and now it's a problem, you know. And her
Yeah.
mom initially agreed, and now she acting like she don't speak any English. She didn't know what was going on, but she stood there and watched her child just get whooped, and.
Yeah, but then,
and-
yeah, I heard that though. But then Jesse, the other part that I heard too was she was over here illegally, her mother, and she was
yeah,
scared to actually
yeah,
intervene or get involved because she doesn't want to get deported, and
hmm
I guess she take it on the chin. And then being an ancestor, a great 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 grandchild of slaves, you know what I mean? Like not to
hmm
compare the two. I always try to look at things from every angle. Like, dang,
yeah,
dog, do you take that on the chin? No different than like, how we watch slavery movies and we say all the coulda, woulda, shoulda, or if I was back in them slavery times, I'd have did all that. I'm like, it's no different than the police right now, brother. You
hmm
ain't doing no different. You know what I'm saying? I would have
But
never watched my brother get hanged from a tree, and y'all
yeah,
just sat and watched George Floyd
yeah,
get hanged from a tree
yeah,
by way of a knee. So
hmm
like sometimes I sit and I try to look at everything, man, and that made me even speaking on that. I know we're gonna show that video. We're gonna talk about it a little bit later. And I know we finna cut to some videos, but it made me think about the movie that I just seen, Annabellum with oh man, what's the chick's name? It was on Netflix, and her name is gonna come to me. She was in Creed. No, she wasn't in Creed. Janelle Monáe,
okay,
the singing chick, and
hmm
she keeps being in and out of time. Like they show a slavery time, and then they show her in this time, and then they put it together. I won't go too deep into the details, but it was a very interesting movie. It didn't get great reviews from what I read, but I liked it though, man. It was, and then it was like, why do they have it as a horror flick? But then because it falls under that category of like horror, but it is kind of like it isn't gruesome, but it is like it'll take your breath away because of what went on, because we still play around with that slavery era. So check that movie out, man. Definitely check that movie out. I don't know if you're ready to run into some videos, but we could do that because I know
yeah.
we got
We got our
a
special
major
guest. Let's
guest.
rock.
Yeah. Hey man, let's do it. Let's get to some videos, pay some bills. In Miami. Hey man, I love. Let me tell you something. Before I get too far into it, I'm still confused by Kodak Black because he just chopped his hair off and now his hair like the longest dreads you ever want to see it look like when he first got out. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to. Are you confused about that, Jesse? I don't know, man. Did he glue him back on? Did he wake up one day and be like, man, I need my dress back and just put him back on? Because he chopped them off and then, but anyways, I didn't get a chance to speak on the whole situation with me actually chopping it up with the homie Kodak Black, man. I definitely let him know that I'm glad he's home. I'm glad he's home. I'll speak about that later on in the episode. Until then, we got something special, and I'm very excited for this episode because this is when it comes to the musical history of my background, this is another person that's a part of my background. You know what I mean? Before and after, I can say that. You know what I mean? So, without further ado, man, I'd like to bring on Mr. Lunch Money Lewis, man, and let's get to it, man. I don't want to waste no time. Let's do it.
Yo,
So you just gonna come on with all these plaques? You ain't gonna let me have my original introduction. You gonna have all these? That's how you gonna do it, right? That's
nah, bro. I'm sitting in my this. I just turned the camera around. I'm trying to keep it cool. I'm on grind mode show. I gotta show. I gotta show love. I
yeah,
kind of
man.
got
I
a delay.
appreciate it.
Should I like turn something off?
Um, I don't know, man. Like my tech guy gonna talk to you about it. Are we good with him as far as his sound and everything? In the meanwhile, I'm gonna give you my disclaimer, just like I gotta do with every guest. No
Yeah.
drugs, no weapons, no profanity. You know what I mean? Just to start the show off right, because we got to keep it clean for television and for the fact that I don't know if you're aware of this, but we got 3 different jails that watch us, which is TGK, Metro West, and Stockade. So they
Oh
tune
man.
in real, yeah,
Shout out
and
to them
Atlanta.
boys, man. Hold your head. Shout out to them boys.
Yeah, definitely, man. So I could give an intro. I've been speaking about you throughout the episode, but I definitely want you to say who you are, man. For those who have been living under a rock, um, um, like to me, I just feel like you came before my class, you're in my class, and you're still after my class. Respectfully, I'm speaking because um, you've been in the game for a minute, even though you actually like a couple mango seasons younger than me. You like
Yeah.
been a student of the game respectfully, man. So it's a lot that it's some things I could teach you, but it's a lot that I would love to absorb from you, man, because to me, even though I feel like you still one of the most underrated people from Miami that I've ever seen.
Thank
And
you, brother.
even with and I don't want to go too far because I'm gonna let you speak, even with having the relatives around you, the schooling around you, the experience around you, you still had to break out like a Warren G, respectfully.
Yeah.
Because
I
even though
appreciate
Warren
that.
G
I
was
never
right
heard
there
that
with
analogy before. Only chaos could give that type of analogy like that because he a real student. I appreciate that.
nah, you right there. But so tell my viewers who you are.
Oh man, I'm Lunch Money Lewis. Being I'm on video mix, and this is like full circle for me, because Jesse is like a big brother who put me on this station when I was like 12, 13 years old, interviewing everybody, running around with a microphone, trying to figure it out. You know, but I'm Lunch Money Lewis. I'm just a Jamaican American kid from Miami who fell in love with music at a young age due to all the musical influence around me, due to the greats in the circle, Roger and Ian Lewis, Tyler Harvey. And I just, I was blessed, man. And I've been a student of this music thing, and I love Miami, and I've always just tried to represent the city musically as best as I can anywhere I go. And I'm just proud to be here, man. After all this time, I'm 33 now. I've been doing this a long time, been repping the city a long time, and I just like to see where we at now. So I'm just happy, man. I'm just a kid who loves music, man. That's it.
But let me tell you what's funny though. Let me tell you what's funny. You look like it. Like you look like when you talk about music, you act like we little kids like about to go, well, about to walk into Toys R Us. That's
No,
how you look in your face when you talk about it.
I'm still excited every day that I listen to music. Any day that I open a chance to work with a new artist, or I get to work on anything or work with new producers or writers, man, I still like feel like the first time I heard it when I was 1 years old or something. Like it's like an
Right,
evolutionary feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a gift, man. It's truly a gift, and I like to give. Now I'm in the giving it back industry more than I am like that's my main thing now.
right. So if we go back, I don't think I've ever heard this. I don't see, you speak on a couple different platforms. But my question is, the whole lunch money thing. I don't think I ever got the origin of that name. Give me that.
Well, that was like from being an opportunity of being around the studio a lot growing up. Everybody knows Circle House, and me just being a music kid. I went to Crop. I was always around music, being young and running around the city, and I had the opportunity to be around a lot of producers. And my big homie Salam Remy, who's a legendary producer, who kind of took me under his wing really young. I learned a lot because I'm like one of those students. Like when I meet people, people take to me, and I do a lot more. I do a lot less talking. I do a lot more listening. So he was one of those people I did a lot of listening from. And one day he was getting a haircut, and he was like, "Yo, your name should be Lunch Money." Like he was like, "Yo, you a little fat kid who rap. Your name should be Lunch Money." And at that time, I don't think he knew that I was gonna run with that. Like when I heard it, coming from crypto, I had a little error, a small error in another name. And I remember just growing into like going to high school. I'm a teenager now, running around. It just hit me. I was like, I took it. I was like, I need that, and I've been Lunch Money ever since. So I just transformed that, and it kind of gave me a whole new, something fresh that I was looking for. But I was young
Right,
enough to know at that time, like, that's what I needed. I took that. He don't even know I ran. He know now, but at that time he didn't know I programmed that. I was like, yeah, I'm Lunch now. Thank you. I appreciate that.
wow, that's crazy. I never heard that story, and I never knew. I was like, maybe that meant something. And how like everybody got their little nicknames. Like, oh yeah, such and such gave me that, or that was my brother's nickname, and he,
Yeah, yeah,
what I mean,
yeah,
went to Japan in the army. Or so I was like, maybe it meant something, or maybe
yeah.
that was like
Now it
your
was really nothing.
grandfather's.
It
Yeah,
was nothing. I'm just a
that's
fat kid. I was like a fat little Jamaican kid that rap. He was like, your name should be Lunch Money. You like to eat. You like to be success. I'm getting money and I'm eating good.
right, right. So you keep throwing the Jamaican flag up there. Are you
Mm.
born there? Are you like talk about that part, that section of your personality?
No, I wasn't. I was born in America. I was born in Miami. I'm born and
Okay.
raised. So, but due to my family, my mother and father are both Jamaican. My uncles, I'm first generation American in my family. So, the culture is really strong. Christmases and all my holidays, and the food that I eat, the principles that I was in, that I live by. Um, a lot of the things that wave the flag for me come from me being Jamaican. I think it helps me musically also, being that reggae was like the first music that I ever really heard in my life, and I applied it after that, reggae and hip hop, and then I went into other genres. But yeah, I mean, it's a sense of pride. I'm blessed that my family came here from another country, and had the opportunity to do different things. But we definitely, waved the flag real heavy.
Right, right. Um, I was born in upstate New York, and that was my first friends. A lot of people don't even know that, like that. I was born there. Like everybody just think Miami, Miami, but I was born in upstate New York, and I came in that era in which Jamaicans was ruthless,
Yeah,
and
yeah, it's
those
different.
like that's why I'm laughing at you when you talking about, because it's giving me like memory lane, because I started out like my New York friends, they were playing basketball. I started off playing, soccer. I started off,
Yeah,
with the black beans and rice, and what I mean, like that real hardcore Jamaican food, like, and some of the things that I took from the island world, especially because in my projects we got Trinidadian, we got African, we got Bahamian, and but
absolutely.
what I took to was Jamaicans, and that's why a lot of people now they be like, how you know patois? How you be knowing like real yank people? They be like, how you know what they
Yeah,
saying? I'm like, they, like I grew up around that, And my first music was like reggae too, you know what I mean, and a lot of that real dance hall music. So it's I that's why you hear a lot of different vibes when I
Yeah.
put it out music. You know what I'm saying? It'll
Yep.
give you a different. It's a different love there. It's a different food there. It's a different. It's a different war. It's a different hunger there too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. It's like reggae. If you on a like more of a musical, standpoint, like hip hop is a subgenre of reggae. Like DJ Cool Herc
Mhm.
is a Jamaican. So it's like if you look at a lot of the rappers like Biggie and Busta and even Luke. Luther Campbell was Jamaican. Like a lot of people don't
Right.
know that. Like a lot of our influences in music and our rhythms and there's a whole nother genre of music, reggaeton, that's created off reggae. So it's like when you love reggae, you kind of love, it's about peace, it's about unity. So I think that gave me a
Right.
good foundation. It's like a good way for me to start and enter into everything. Like it's peace, it's love.
Right. I know we gotta play some videos, commercials, and all that. But I got you for a little minute. I know you deep in that studio world, but um, we gonna
Now I'm
come
here with
back.
you,
We gonna
Chaos,
chop
man.
it
We
up.
rocking, man. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Before we go to the first segment, we're gonna go back in the archives for a quick
Let's
second.
do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
Jesse,
this,
man, Jesse, you got too much footage over there, Jesse. Jesse, you got too much footage,
Yeah.
man.
so
Yeah.
I gotta say, man, I think I'm a good eye for talent, right? I think I'm a good eye for
Definitely.
talent. So back when Lunch Money was like in middle school, we had him and Berserk and some of his other crew come
Right.
through during spring break, and they hosted Video Mix. You know what I'm saying? So I want to
Right.
play just a little bit of that before we go out. We're gonna come back after this. Right? Check this.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Let's do it.
Yo, welcome back to
Yeah.
Video Mix with your boy Crypto.
And your boy Berserk.
Your main man Lil K, what's up, y'all?
Yeah, we gonna have some fun. Remember, it's Shorty Day again today. And I want y'all gotta call up, y'all gotta holler at me at 6218383. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey.
Call up, holler at your boy.
Hey, we gonna be answering the phones when y'all call up, so just call up, y'all can talk to us.
Holla at us
All
one
right.
time.
All
Holla
right,
at
we're
Berserk,
coming right
holla at
back.
Crypto,
Coming right
holla at
back.
K like you always do. And right now, we
Right.
just gonna represent the
Right.
schools
So
right
that
now. I
that
want
was
all the schools to call up.
Wow.
Everybody
I
just
ain't gonna lie,
call.
I had to pull out my phone and get that. I had to.
so that
Oh,
was early,
you
and
got it?
those kids, you can see, you saw him. He was very comfortable. You know what I'm saying? He really, he
Right.
really knew what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? He was very comfortable in his
Yeah.
skin. So we actually debuted his first video. It was inspired after 9/11, the whole 9/11 towers falling and everything, and it was a moment. It was a real moment. And so I want to start off by rocking that video, and then we're gonna come back and keep it moving. All right,
Yeah,
stand
we're
by.
gonna definitely chop it up, man. You ain't gotta get it with the phone by the time this goes up on like YouTube. You gonna have it in real clear form. But that's
Okay,
legendary, man.
okay, okay.
Hey, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Show that. Okay, my mic is back on. Thank God. See, you know what that meant? It wasn't meant for me to say what I had said originally when I first saw that video. Cause I will say this, and I'm gonna say it again because I don't care. I'm gangster like that. I beat up like two people in your video in real life. I'm gonna keep it right there and I'm gonna shut up. But listen, so I'm gonna just keep that. I'm gonna keep that to myself. But how does it feel watching that video? Cause he went in a time capsule to get that video footage. You know that.
Yo, that video was real monumental because the cool shit I could say about that video is shout out to my brother Berserk, who's still my brother to this day.
Uh-huh.
We still make music together, still work together, still see each other every day. Shout out to my boy Dot too, who was in the other video Jesse posted with us doing the interview. And it just was like when I see, when you backtrack, Chaos, you an artist too, and you look at where you come from to where you at now, that was just like
Right.
us being young. Shout out to my brother BB, just us being young kids and us being like the little homies around him who rapped and he had dreams and we all had dreams and just tried to put something together for the city. We got Uncle Al to do the remix, shout out to CO and Jay Shin. It was just one for the
Legendary.
city. Yeah, it was just
Stop
something. It
going
was
so
something
fast,
special.
bro. Stop going so fast. You saying a lot of legendary stuff, bro. Like for real.
Yeah.
I think you gotta highlight some of your achievements too, bro. Like that's crazy. But finish what you were saying.
No, I'm just, it's dope to see, like, our progression from there. You know, even musically and everything, man. Shout out to CO. CO was the first person who brought me in this, brought me in the right for another artist in my life. My brother Jay Shin, just, he was always around us young. It's just having all those Miami legends, those influences that took to us really young too. Going to baseline, going to pipeline meeting. Shout out to Mr. Bass, rest in peace, Miss Bass. Like
Wow.
really being in the city and being around, really from the core, from the root. We always talk about being from the foundation. So it's good to see where the city's come, where we've come. It's always good. And Video Mix, man, this was the original. This is the home. So it's like where it all started. You know what I'm
Right. Right. God, what you said, pipeline. Boy, you just hit me in my chest, bro. Like
saying?
that's a
That
lot of
was
history.
important, man.
Just
That was important. That was very important. Needs to be mentioned more. I see artists like you there. See Gramo there. See a young Khaled there. See House of Fire there. See Rest in Peace Toro. See a lot of us in there just grinding our
right.
music from different places in our lives. But we all had that common goal. We just wanted to rep the city, get on, make good music.
Wow.
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 Serve and protect
That's
for those
crazy,
who got
right?
elected. That paved the way for gun laws to education. Gotta
That's
That was
crazy,
some. That
right?
was some of the. That was some of the live. We blasted off real hard with the video. Had the crew on the set. You know what I'm saying? That
Wow.
was
Yes, we
big.
did that.
Hey, I'm gonna say two things, man. First off, maybe you should have just kept it AKA crypto, cause you the original cryptocurrency. Let's clap it up for that.
Right. Yo, that's crazy. No, I
Hey,
never thought
hey,
about
hey,
that. That's crazy.
hey, bro, you psychic and you don't even know it. Let's clap it up again for that.
Yo, I ain't even think of that. I swear you just
Hey,
put me on.
hey, you need to do a lunch money crypto. Oh my
No, you put it up.
Every,
Facts.
everything. Remember the word that you said first, though. Lunch money. Look what you said. Everything come full circle. Like look what you said. Lunch money,
Absolutely.
crypto, bro. You the original cryptocurrency.
Yeah. Now
Hey, Miami don't get enough credit. We did that. You feel me?
we
Let me
did that
slide over here. We
first.
did that. Cryptocurrency came from lunch money. I'm saying
Nah, I'm
you
gonna
ain't
take
even know
that. I'm
you
gonna take
did it.
that and run with that.
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna shut up because I got a habit of talking too much. You know what be funny that make me laugh sometimes? I'm joking about the crypto part, right? But wouldn't it be funny if the person that even came up with that word say, "Yo, I was watching Video Mix one day, and something stuck with me with crypto." Let me tell you why I'm saying that. We had Washi Fire on here, and Jesse
Yep.
is my witness, bro. Here it is. A lot of people watch me sell CDs on 183rd and 441 on 79th Street. But really, with you saying Toro's name, that's really another person that I got a lot of that selling from. Because remember, we used to see him doing that at the flea market all the time.
Of
And I
course,
just
all day
respected his
long.
hustle. Right. But then look how Washi said he's did billions of views on YouTube, toured every part of the world, and he said, "You know what, Chaos? You the first person I seen out in traffic selling CDs and stuff. So I bought your CD more than one time." And here it is. I had to think like, "Oh, there's parts of your life because you're watching us go in your history right now, go
Of
inside
course.
your past, and there's people that are watching you now and watching the millions of views, the features with Maroon 5 and big singles
Yeah.
that you had. Like you
Yeah.
basically been on Kids Bop. You feel me? Like it's little
Yeah.
white
Yeah.
kids right now talk about bills, bills, bills. But when we show
Yeah.
this part of your history, some people don't remember. No different than what I'm saying about Washi Fire saying, "You know what, I got out and I started moving CDs because I watched Chaos do it." And people might have laughed at him, but I took it serious. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like
know
I
the
took
thing
it
about
real
this game
serious.
is like the thing about this game is like people only is like Instagram. It's like a highlight reel. Nobody really knows
Right.
like the groundwork. When you actually they deem you as actual successful, they never see about all the work you put in prior to getting to that point. You know what I'm saying? So people see, they might see me doing things now, and I've been blessed to do things and they don't know how much time, and work I put in, and the things that I did, and the risks that I took personally, to get where I needed to go. And coming from the era before the internet, when we was printing CDs downtown, and going on the street and selling our mixtapes, and being flyer boys, and carrying crates for DJs, and carrying crates to get in the club when I was 15 to follow my brother. They don't see a lot of the groundwork, so it's always dope to see, like, even how be here with you, another Miami representative and legend, that Jesse having this platform to show all that past work. Even me looking at it, like, sometimes I forget, like, not forget the work, but sometimes you got to remind
Right.
yourself, like, damn,
Right.
I ain't even have a
That's real.
mustache in that shit. I mean, 12 feet. I ain't even have, part in the
That was
person. I ain't
before
even
the
have a
mustache.
mustache. So I was like, we
Right.
was kids, literally kids, like really kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's man, it's crazy just looking at that. Took me back a little bit. That was crazy.
That's super deep, man. But it should make you feel excited. And then one thing that I like about this too, and you could talk about the relationships and the relatives that you have. But I wanted to talk about the body of work first. And Jesse did it
Mhm.
better than me, because sometimes you have to show that to say, nah, bro, it ain't get handed to me. Because you know what? People
Nah.
on the outside looking in, watch this. I want you to stay with me. Watch this. Don't move. People like a Gary Vaynerchuk. I love his story because he's saying that, oh yeah, you started with X amount of millions, but he was like, bro, I was working at my father's liquor store for summer in, summer out, while all the other kids was going to parties and stuff. I was smelling like just stank and musty all the time from carrying
Mhm.
liquor and sweeping up floors. I was my father's janitor, day in, day
Mhm.
out, working 12-hour shifts. Y'all didn't see that part. You're seeing the millions and the billions now, saying, oh yeah, but my father had millions. No, the money wasn't lining up. Let's be real. And I worked a
Mhm.
lot of days. I didn't just get it handed. I said that to say this. Some people on the outside looking in will look at you and be like, oh yeah, inner circle. Oh, his father's this person, bad boy, da 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 da. You can talk about it now, but I wanted to show your body of work first. You understand? Because my show is
I
called Respect
appreciate
My
that.
Grind, not respect who my
Yeah,
father is, or respect
I
that,
appreciate
oh
that.
yeah, my father or my brother ran a
Yeah,
studio. No, I wanted to show the
yeah,
work
yeah.
first and show your grind first. Now let's talk about it. Who are you the son of?
Yeah, I wear I see, with me is I wear where I come from, like, as a badge of honor. Like, I come from black musical genius businessmen who I got the opportunity to understand hard work. I got the opportunity to understand that if you and and I don't take it for granted. A lot of people didn't have, like, a father in their life or somebody to start the
Right,
groundwork. To give them an example. My dad was a lot of dads to a lot of my friends who didn't have fathers.
right,
So it was just an opportunity. The Circle House isn't a studio that's in downtown Miami or in Coral Gables. We right off 135th and First.
right,
Right in the middle of where people could see it, breathe it, and smell it. So it was like more. What my pops did. He's a father to a lot of people in the city. And I just happen to be his actual son. So it's like. Uh,
right,
I wear it as a badge of honor. My pops taught me the meaning of hard work. I've lifted drums into cars and cleaned studios and got an opportunity to see a lot of things that built character for me. So I don't take my gift for granted, and I don't take where I come from
right,
for granted. But I mean, I love where I come from. I come from reggae legends, and it's
right,
been awesome, and it pushed me to, like, create my own footprint in the sand, and I think that goes without, saying my influence, like, or what I've done, and I think people respect that about me, and I appreciate you saying that, because I've got that from a lot of also musicians and people from the city who are like, boy, Lunch, like, he come from good people, but that boy put work in, and I seen him
right,
outside, like, I seen him everywhere. So I love, people respect my grind. And yeah, I love where I come from. It's something to be celebrated. And I celebrate, like, me giving it, doing what I do to give it to my kids. And my kids to keep it going. So I love it. Yeah, I come from I come from inner circle, man. The family, man. We real tight. And but what
Legendary.
I tell people all the time is like, you got to take your own risks. You got to be your own man. You always got to take the things you learn and go out there and hustle and put your footprint in the sand and gain your respect. I've gained my respect within the city, and I think I've gained respect within the brotherhood of my family too, of seeing how I took it and I turned it up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just
Right.
trying to keep it moving, keep it going, keep the legacy going.
Nah, man, but the energy is dope. You know what I mean? Aside from like being your father's son, man, it's a
Yeah,
plus and it. I know it has its minuses because sometimes people tend to use that to say, "Oh, he only got it because of this," but then
yeah,
that's another reason that I'm excited about. It's been documented. We got to watch you, and sometimes it sounds mythical when people like I can say, no, I remember Dog was at the open mic, just like killing it, acting like he was a nobody, and really got
yeah,
dirty, musty, sweaty with all us. But it just took
yeah.
him. He had to take this because we all got different routes that we took. But I feel like
Of
when I got
course.
to watch you, you know what it is with me. Sometimes people get intimidated with me because they don't know what's going on in my head. I make a lot of people
Yeah, yeah,
uncomfortable, and I know that because you know what it is. I really take this music serious because I've been around Uncle Al. He's not here. I've been around Toro, and we had a lot of
rest in
good
peace.
times together. He's not here. I've been with Bizzle. He's not here.
Yes, sir.
So for those that I'm carrying on my back, aside from the city I'm carrying on my back, I have a lot of spirits on
Yep,
top of me that's saying like, keep going, keep
yep.
going. So a lot of my cheerleaders, they're invisible. So I take this music serious.
Hmm.
So I don't want to be around nobody that's playing. Now I can say we joke, we play around, but I take this serious because when I leave, I want to be able to have that dash in between that day that I'm born and dead. People to really say, you know what, I got this from him, or I got this, and I ain't talking about the money. I'm talking about the
Nah.
opportunities in order to do exactly what you
Yeah.
said for your kids. I'm trying to do that for other people that's just like,
And the
you know what
money
I'm
and
saying? That
and realistically, when you somebody like me who look the way I look at music, it's never been about that. It's always, and of course we all need money to live. We need money to do things for our family. We
right.
need but that's not why we create. That's not the
Hmm.
meaning of what we do to progress. I've always looked at, I live and die for this, really. Like, I love the
Right.
music wholeheartedly. And I think when you love it wholeheartedly, it takes you where you needed to go. I tell a lot of the young producers and writers I work with that you just gotta love this. Like, if you love it, it's gonna love you back. If you give it
Right.
100%, you try to really dip your hand in the dirt with it, you're gonna get everything that you want for it. I took risks. I moved
For
out of the
real.
city for a while and slept on couches and moved around and tried to use the resources that I went to other places where I didn't have as much. I left everything I had here and went other places because I believed that I could take my talents other places and grind it
Right.
out. So I wholeheartedly love the music, man. I think that's why it's always put me in a somewhere, in a place where I could still rep.
Man, shout out to the One Connect TV and a couple of Sweet Baby Lachey, Timeless Classic. All these people that's on my live too, man, that's chiming in and loving a lot of the jewels that you dropping because you never know how you gonna help somebody just by being transparent or being honest or like sharing your experience and your testimony, bro. So I appreciate the time, like rocking with it. I know we got to cut to some videos, but I definitely want to get back to this music, man, because you done dropped some scores on the board. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like some scores on the
Let's get
board,
up.
and I wanna take that walk, with you through memory lane a little bit just to see what it was like and what it's like and what you got coming. So if we could play some videos and come back to you, that'd be dope. Um,
Let's do it.
Jesse, let's do it, man. Let's run into some videos, man, and we're gonna come back and chop it up with the homie, man.
I'm gonna
Do
respect
do
my
do
grind,
do
man. I'm
do.
I'm here to chop it up.
Yo, man, let's do it, man. You already know. This making my day. This pre-Cinco de Mayo. This the chaser.
Fact. Chaos, you got classics out here, man. Stop being humble, man. You wrote some damn near probably two of the best songs from the Caribbean history, man.
Man,
Easily
it ain't
top
about
10.
me. it ain't about me though, man. It's about you, because you know what it is. I know how to get on a football field, and I know how to sit in the bleachers too. You know what I'm saying? We gonna come back to that
Facts.
though, man. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. When I say that's one of the most brainwashing songs I ever heard in my life, and that used to be like, I ain't gonna lie, I used to have that on repeat, and I think that's back when I had the Mazda 929. After I seen that video, I almost got a speeding ticket, and I was gonna mail it to your house because you done made me feel like I'm
I
in that
got you where
video.
you good.
Hey, bruh, that song is astronomical. How did it feel even doing that record with two other Miami legends? Because that's
Bro, that was
big.
like that was that's probably one of my favorite moments ever because Pitt is like Pitt is realistically like one of the most genuine people on the planet Earth. He's like
That's a fact.
If you knew Pitbull then, you know Pitbull now. He's the same guy. Um, and when I gave him the hook, working actually, I wasn't even in Miami. I was in LA at the time, and I did the chorus there, and they sent it to Pitt. I didn't even send it to Pitt. The producer I was working with sent it to Pitt, and of course Pitt knows me, and we've been on the road ever since together, kind of in different cities all over the place. And we always
Hmm.
kick it when we see it. He big bro, and he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna keep you on the hook, and I'm putting flow on it too." So it just came together like it was like a
Wow.
beautiful moment, like me, Flo, Pitt. We shot
Right.
the video, we performed it everywhere. Good Morning America. We was all over the place with it, and it just felt good to move
Right.
around with just three homies from the crib. Our conversations. We had so much fun. Flo coming out, Freeze. Just it was just a family affair everywhere we went. On the low, I
Right.
tried to get us to do a project together. Like I tried to get us to do an album together. I think schedules was
Hmm.
conflicting with Pitt and Flo. Not on no, we all family, but they real busy guys and just label shit and
Right.
stuff. But besides that, it wasn't even no bill. I tried to pull it off, like yo, we should just do three
Right.
more songs together, put a little EP together, because I
Wow.
think that would be fun because we all in the same kind of fun, feel good lane. Just
Right.
music for everybody. So it would have been cool, but man, that shit was fun. I mean, excuse me, pardon my language. That
Right.
was really fun, bro.
That would have
Just
been
going
that would have
around
been
being
a
able to,
crazy little EP, dog. Like it just would have been a
yeah.
real. It would have
I'm not
been like
saying it still can't
real.
happen either. It can still happen,
Nah, but it
I'm a,
just sounds like it would have been like Rickabocken Causeway mixtape. Like it would have been like a
yeah.
crazy. Yeah, like it sounds like
I
it would
was
have been.
trying to call it Three Live Crew. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
Right.
just us three on some like Miami vibes. Just making some like it was dope. But I'm happy with that moment still. Like I still could put that up.
Right.
Like I did that with two of my big bros.
Right. The we got to talk about the Bill situation. Um, I'm talking for me. When I saw it, cause I'm telling you, I'm so crib, I'm so Dade County, I'm so Miami, bro. I got so high, and I don't even do no drug, but I just got high, and goosebumps came over my body. Like I had heard the song, but when I saw the video, I say, bro, I always knew that you got it, but I felt good about the directing part. I felt good about how the video came out. It felt um like I don't know. It felt like the Cat in the Hat movie. How like it's
Yeah,
so real but unreal. That's how I felt about
yeah,
that video when you did the Bills. I felt like how when I watch those kind of uh movies with my kids, I felt like he got what he wanted. Like nobody forced him to do it. Nobody like this is actually him without nobody struggling with him from an artistic standpoint. This is me. I know
yeah.
I'm doing a lot of talking, but this is what I got
No, no,
from that
no,
video.
no.
And I was like
You hit
so
it on the
high
head.
and excited for you because I say I could tell that this is what Lunch always wanted because he's really been repping Miami. But this is the Eminem in him. This is the Ludacris in him. This is the real him in
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
How
yeah.
did you feel?
Nah, it was definitely like I always say with Bills, like I moved to LA 2014, not because I wanted to leave Miami. It's just I had friends out there writing songs, and I was like, man, they were telling me like, man, you should come out here and just do some different vibes, like
Right.
and comes in our Miami mind state. Sometimes we have a pro like we love the crib. It's like I ain't
We
never
do.
leave. Like I ain't never that. We kind of have this closed minded, not in a bad way. We just very like pride. We have a lot of pride where we come from. It's all about where we come from, and I just kind of shook that for a minute and said, you know what? Let me go experience different things. When I left out there, I came out there and was staying with a homie, and I end up, meeting some people through a hook I did for Juicy J. Staying with a friend led me to meeting producer Dr. Luke, and he was like, yo, it took someone up, be like, man, I can't believe no one in Miami signs you. You don't have a publishing deal. You don't have anything. Nobody gave you. I
Wow.
was like, nah, he couldn't believe I had, like, he was like, yo, you're a talented kid. I want to work with you. I want to, build with you. So, I end up doing that, and the hook that I did for Juicy Scholarship with ASAP Rocky led me to meeting Luke. And when I got in that space, I felt a whole new jolt of energy. I got a new apartment in LA. I'm moving, I got all type of responsibility. I'm moving around. I'm in my mid 20s. And when I went in the studio and did Bills, it really wasn't on purpose. I was really working on for another artist at the time, and that song just came out of me. I don't know if it was like from God to me and my subconscious of being somewhere else. I feel like in that moment I found myself, and every artist's life, you're artistic. You kind of hit that bridge where you got to find your truth, and I realized my truth. My truth is to make people feel good. My truth is to write songs that like everyone can listen to. My favorite songs were songs that I could listen to with my mom and my grandma in the car at the same time. When we coming
Right.
into hip hop
Right.
early, we always talk about a lot of things we don't do and things we are not really about and things we don't have. And I was like, that's not truth. My truth is to write about things that are actual that people are going through. The music isn't for me, it's for people. So when I did Bills and I saw how it connected to the world, I was like, that's because we all go through that. No matter if you have money, don't have money, whether you're any stage in your life, whether after you die, when you're living, it's something that is always constant, and I found my truth. And that's where songs like Mom After, and I always just wanted to write about actual situations that people go through and emotions that people have. And I got, when I was younger, I loved hip hop, so I would always rap about just things. I never. It was me being you, like being young and immature. And then when I got older, I kind of found my truth, and I haven't made music any other way since. I'm not really
Right.
into like putting out negative energy. I want to. I feel like in our
Right.
culture we have enough negative energy. So I wanted to just make people smile, make people laugh, make people cry sometimes, like write things that mean something to me and mean something to actual people. So I think Bills, like you said, was like my connection to my truth. Like
Right.
I found myself. And I think when I found
Right.
myself, the rest of the world and a few people got it at the same time. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That I like this kid, you know what I'm saying?
And they accepted you for it too, man. You could just tell that
Mhm.
you just you a happy person even if you got the darkest life, man, because we all got some dark days, some cold days, you know what I'm
Of
saying?
course. We all
But
going through
I
stuff,
feel like,
like, you know.
yeah, but you made fun of it in a hi, my name is type of way, you know what I'm saying? Like a real
Yeah, yeah,
Eminem
yeah.
ish
Because
type of way. And
we gotta laugh at our pain. We gotta laugh at our pain.
you got to,
Life
bro.
isn't, our parents get older, life is serious. Like we gotta laugh at it. Like Kevin Hart said, laugh at my pain, like, and I feel like it's my job as an artist to provide that, that to show that
Right.
similarity, between us and people. Our culture is a highlight reel. Like everything isn't what it is, but we can still joke at it. We can still have fun. Bills is something we gotta laugh at because it's just some shit that we all. Oh,
Right.
sorry again.
And
It's
and
something we all gotta
it's
deal
gonna
with.
keep coming though. It's gonna keep coming. And you showed that, man, it just felt good.
I
Listen,
have a
I know I
question.
don't have a lot of
Can I,
time
can I ask a quick
with
question?
you. Go ahead, bro.
I got quick question. So man, I really wish we had like a lot more time because this interview is like it really means so much. And
It do.
with you like I really when I look at you, bro, I look at you like when you see a show called Grown Up Hip Hop. I'm like, wow, that could be like a subtitle to my man Lunch Money because he done had a point of view that a lot of people in the business they see these people now some of the biggest names in the game and he saw them just probably just as his friends of his brother, friends that's coming to work at the studio and things like that. I think that's really incredible. And I'm wondering with all the traveling and stuff that you've done, man, and the thing that you said about Dr. Luke saying, man, how come no one has signed you? What do you think we're missing here in South Florida to really have a real industry? When it comes to if I have a hot record, I would know what to do with it. I would know who to go see. You know what I'm saying? What do you think we're missing to solidify things like that?
Oh man, see, it's such an age old Miami question. Like, like I feel like that question is always weird, like rough to answer. But I think nowadays, due to the internet and due to like these free social programs, like the YouTubes and the Spotify's, and it costs nothing to do the days, like, I come from upbringing around the studio and knowing people used to save their money. And like, studio time was a precious thing. It's so accessible nowadays. So I feel like, Florida got a lot of hot artists right now. We have a lot of dope scene where a lot of these young boys are taking their careers into their own hands. But I would say any artist that wants to come up from anywhere should just take risks, like be risky, one, try to be different. If everybody, we have like a very saturated market now, try to do something different. Everybody doesn't have to be the same, and take risks. I took risks myself, like leaving the city and going around and not being scared to, I never treated Circle House like a trap house. I never handed my demo out there. I went into the world and got myself going. You know what I'm saying? I never walked in Circle House going to every room, handing my demo out. I went around people that I could learn from and I listened. And when I listened and I observed, and I was like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be, I'm going to treat people with respect. I'm going to treat the engineers with respect. I'm going to treat, you guys with respect and be grateful, and continue to hustle, and I think that's key things that like artists anywhere need to understand, especially our hometown, like, being more communal and just supporting each other and taking risks,
Right.
and nobody could block your blessing. Nobody could block your blessing. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm proud of where Miami is now. I'm proud of where the state of Florida is going to, because before it was just Miami. Now it's like a whole another, it's like people from Jacksonville and Port St. Lucie and, up the road and stuff. So,
Is
I'm
radio
happy where
still
Miami is.
relevant?
And I think terrestrial radio will always be relevant because it's just where people who don't, people who got real jobs and real life problems and stuff, they not tuning in to Spotify. They want to get in the car while their kids in the car and just turn on the radio. But
Mm,
you can create your own avenues. Now people have their own fan bases and their own situations. We was doing that in Miami. We had the Juke
right.
movement that had we had 15 hot songs out at one time. With Grind Mode,
Right.
with Get Grown, with Greasy, with Shown. And that era was documented. Even I told Chaos when I heard Cuddy on, I'm So High, I was telling homies my like that's Miami music. You know what I'm saying? That's our
Right.
vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so it's like I think we are learning how to get our ecosystem right, but I don't like to make excuses. I'm not the one to be like, man, they not showing us love. Like you gotta hustle yourself and put yourself in position to
That's a
do
fact.
the things that you need to do.
Nice.
Because we can all sit down and be like, why we didn't make it, or why we not here, or why we not we. A lot of people could we could connect a lot of dots, but at the end of the day, like you know my everyone's done their own thing. I didn't come up under I came up under having the opportunity to be from Miami and being around the studio, but I went and I did my own music. I don't sound like
Right.
anybody else from Miami. So it's like
Right.
it can go either way.
Dope.
Yeah. That's very factual. And I just feel like everybody has their own, it's like wrestling. You know how everybody got their own little theme or their own little, I feel like lunch is lunch. That's why I said what I said about
Yeah.
the Bills. That's the best example I can really give. Even with Oceans. I'm in love with this record, bro. I'm like, I don't even
I
know how to
appreciate
swim,
that.
but I'm about to jump out here because I just seen him on Instagram. Like I say, the little homie out here in the ocean. I'm like, oh Lord, now I don't went from Bills to figure. You know what I'm saying? You got a bunch of records in between that, but Oceans
Yeah,
feels good. It feels
I
good.
appreciate
Like
that.
it feels like we're
Yeah,
pre-gaming again. You know why I like Oceans? Because we've been in prison and on house arrest for so long. When I heard it and then
exactly.
I seen you on IG, I say, dang dog, the world about to open back up. to like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This
I
feeling,
wanted I wanted
not
to make something hopeful. I wanted to feel hopeful because we all been through a
right,
rough patch in 2020. The world humbled all of us, so I wanted to put that feel good back out, man. I wanted to show that we gonna fall in love. We people gonna be dancing and sweating together again. People, it's cool to fall
right,
in love. It's cool to have fun. We need some. I feel like I got to come with the good energy. That's all I know how to do. Is like just try to come with that good energy. You know what I'm saying?
right, bro. It feel like it just feel like it's supposed to be on Massage Envy's playlist. Like it's supposed to be in the spas. Like that's that spa
That's what I'm
music. You
saying.
feel me? Like I ain't gonna hold
Yeah.
you, bro. Like, hey, when you shoot the video, like I don't know what I need to be. Like even if I'm like the guy who cleaning up the pool in the background, I need to be somewhere. I need to
Bro, I'm
be in this
shooting video
video
on the 12th. I'm
for
shooting
real.
video on the 12th. I'm gonna reach out to you. I'm gonna reach out to you.
Yeah, and then like around that time, I'm back in the studio banging out. We gotta put in some work, not even to put you on blast, but like we gotta put one in,
Yeah,
man.
let's
Like
do it,
I'm
bro.
I'm I'm
I
actually
always respected your pen, your performance. I mean, Grimo, one of my favorite groups from the crib. Always, I mean, bro. I mean, them records y'all did was just it's that's time. That's not going nowhere, bro. Ever.
man, I appreciate it, bro. Before we get up out of here, bro, because I know I gotta get you out of here. What's next for lunch? I got two more questions, but what's next for lunch? Like, what do you see? Is it other businesses? Is it, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on with lunch? Like, is it an EP you working on? Like, what is lunch doing?
Well, I mean, right now I'm in the season of giving back, man. I feel like I've been blessed with a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom being in the game. I
Right,
started my publishing company. I started Big Tune Music. I started my record label, Lunchbox Records, and I been signing a few acts that I'm developing, some songwriters and producers that I'm developing, because that's really my main thing with Miami. Is I feel like I want us to show that we're in the song game. Guys don't got to go to LA all the time for hit records. They can come right here, and have great talent who create good hooks and good songs. And that's kind of my
hmm
game also as a writer, is to like provide services for other artists. So I've been doing that, and I got an art gallery in Little Haiti, the Lunchbox International. I
wow,
started, and I have a studio inside of the gallery, 2 rooms, and I've been just working with young talent. I've been doing a lot of philanthropy stuff out. I did the community fridges in Little Haiti. I just been in the season of giving back, man. However I can, like people gave to me. Like my family and the people around me that I grew up around musically gave me things. I want to give it to other people. So now I'm just trying to build
right,
a team. And I'm dropping my project, a full album in July. It's my first real album. I only put out EPs, so I'm dropping like a healthy body of music. And that's
wow.
it. Been like staying creative.
That's dope. I know we already have your info like on here, and we've been flashing it on the screen. But tell the people how to get in contact with you.
If you hit me on IG, I respond to all my DMs and stuff. At Lunchy Baby, at Lunch Money Lewis uh on Twitter, and I'm active on my socials, man. If anybody reaches out to me, I always DM back. I am always looking for like talent, like songwriters and producers from Miami that are really dope. If you got dope songs, hit me in a DM. I'll get your email. I'm just all about like building that core song community at the crib. Like we got too much talent, too many different sounds, too many different types of people. I want us to be running the song game like Atlanta and the rest of these cities do.
Right. This is the last thing I need from you before we go. Before I let you go, bro. Every episode I have whoever I'm speaking to like really just block me out, block Jesse out, and it's about giving some advice. You keep speaking on giving back, and I just need 60 seconds or less, bro. Like, I need you to look in that camera. I need you to talk to whoever may be on Section 8. Their lights might have got cut off last night, but they still watching this on their phone. Don't think about none of us, bro. You might be talking somebody out of slitting their wrist right now. You might be talking somebody out of, you know what I mean, taking somebody else's life. We living in a cold time, a
Mm-hmm.
dark time, a time where the faith is low, and your energy is so dope. It's more potent than heroin, bro. I love your energy, bro, and I'm glad we got to talk. But I need you to look in this camera, and I need you to give some advice to somebody that's just like you, or in the opposite time where they're sleeping on the couch.
Uh-huh.
Talk to that person right quick.
I just want to say, I heard even as to quote Ross one time, he said something that stuck with me. He was like, being broke is only for a time, but being broken is something different. So, and that stuck with me. The big homie said that, and all this stuff is for a time. Your dream is to be believed in. Many of great men and women of all kind have come from the bottom to the top. When you at the bottom, there's nowhere else to go but up. So I tell everybody, believe in themselves, believe in God. You know, I mean, your dream could come true overnight, or it can't. And if it don't, you put the work in. Enjoy the journey. Whatever you want to do, nerd out about your craft. If you want to be a good engineer, you want to be a musician, you want to start a business, anything, completely dig into it, nerd out about it, care about it like you care about anything else. And when you put the 100% work in, it's going to always return 100%. And even if you put the 100, it might come back 98, and you got to put the other two, and, put God first and give him a little help also. And I feel like, everything could turn out for you. And watch your circle, watch the people you're around, surround yourself around positive people. No matter where you are, there's always going to be one or two people that got good ideas that are positive, whether you in the hood, whether you in the projects right now, or you in the wherever you at, and you don't have much. It's always going to watch your circle, watch the people around you. If you got four motivated people behind you or beside you, even in the smallest way, it's going to influence you. So, if you look at your phone and you see the people you calling every day, if they not empowering you, switch that phone. You know what I'm saying, and switch that circle, and just keep pushing forward, man.
Man,
Every day somebody changes. So every day somebody's life changes, and it's only evident that it can happen to you. So I say just keep moving, man. Keep moving.
man, I definitely appreciate you, man, like so much for taking this time out and blessing these people, man, because dog, it's so important, bro. It's so vital, man. Like and philanthropy, man. That's just you can tell that's where your heart is at, and you just did it again. You know what I mean? Like just blessing people verbally,
Thank you,
man.
bro.
Is sometimes is better than a check that you can write. And I've been
Yeah.
told that many times, man, and from different situations with myself, man. So
And
again, I thank
shout
you,
out,
bro.
man. Let me say this before I get out of here.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Video Mix TV, because Jesse gave us a spotlight on the city when we had no spotlight. There was zero spotlight. We couldn't go on the radio. We went nowhere else. And Jesse showed everybody, from me to Khaled to Ross to every DJ to Grime, to all of us. He gave us all a platform. And now that I'm back right here talking, I'm here with Chaos. I just want to say, like, Jesse, thank you. I don't get to see you all the time, but for sure I want to say thank you, because this is where it all started. And I feel like I'm gonna always come back here, because this was my opportunity at one point, and it's I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Jesse, shout out to Video Mix TV. You feel me?
Wow. I appreciate that, bro. I want you to know, man, I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you and the young man that you have become, and the business person, and just the way your talents have really been able to shine for the world, bro. Very proud of you, man. Just keep on the same frequency that you're on, brother, and keep on making us proud.
Appreciate it. And Chaos, don't be no stranger, man. Bring me back on respect my grind, man. My grind don't stop, man. I'm moving, man.
Man, hey, we might have to pull up and do a live situation at the video shoot, man. We gonna check in with you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Man, shout out to everybody over there at Strong Arm. I forgot to bring this up, but Glitz and Girl Power, man. Divas. Shout out to everybody that was over there that really held it down, man. Chrisette Michelle. We talking about Oh Ya Baby. We talking about International Nephew. We talking about Flow Rider got to chop it up with the homie Money Bow. Kodak Black fell through. You see, I got the pictures with Kodak Black and Ball Greasy. Say it again.
Lamar Jackson was in the building, right?
Lamar Jackson fell through, man. There was a lot of big hitters there, man. So I got a chance to finally play around with that 360 camera, man. I had fun with that. Very powerful women. They paid homage in a great video of Betty Wright, man. I love that too. Larry Dog hosted a little portion of it. Stitches, a lot of great women in this city and outside of this city, man, were holding it down, man. Tamir, so many women, I can't name them all. I love the trophy. It looked beautiful. Stormy was there. Money Bow's wife, Miss 82, man. So many different awards, man. It was very upscale, very classy, very amazing to see that much melanin, man, just supporting it and going hard. So, man, shouts out to them and everybody that came through there. Oh yeah, mental health month, man. Awareness, mental health awareness, man. Check on your friends. Check on your strong friend. I can't say that enough, man. You know, we all got our weekdays. We all got our days where, you know, we've been traumatized by the losses of life and the traumatizing sides of like just losing jobs and things like that, man. So, man, check on your friends. Also, Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. You know what I'm saying? All the little nerds and people that's into Star Wars, man. Today is your day. I kind of done lost my way from it, man. I was big on that. Let me tell you what's crazy. My very first costume award that I ever won, I was 4 years old, and it's crazy that this is on the 4th. I was dressed up as Yoda for Halloween. I won. I've been rocking with this since I can't say when, because I'm gonna tell y'all my age, and I can't do that. Oh yeah, Ace Magazine, man, salute to him. He was at the event the other day too, for the Glitz and Girl Power. Shout out to that. I also got some stuff in the mail, show and tell time. TheBunnyBump.com. I can't show you everything that's in this box. All I'm gonna do is show you this. If y'all want to know what this, what goes to this, I can't show y'all this because it's for the girls. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I got a crazy radio show on what's her face on Highly Unique Radio every Wednesday night. So I won't show y'all that, but I will say shout out to thebunnybump.com. Oh, I got another big box in the back. Y'all see this big box? Man, shout out to M Bold Official, man. Sent me this beautiful bag. It's not cheap either, Jesse. Sometimes people send me cheap stuff, but this ain't cheap. Man, this is all suede. I'm going to show y'all as best as I can. You know, with one hand. Y'all see what's going on, man. Look at this, man. Y'all see what's going on, man. Hey, man, this is some real designer stuff, man. Suede, it smells awesome. It smells new, and it smells like it's going to match my Timberlands. So, yeah, M Bold Official, man. Y'all check them out, man, on Instagram. MichaelBold.com, but definitely check out the Instagram, MBold Official, man. If we got that clip loaded up, we could talk about it. Oh, but before I say that, the kid Riz, he dropped his EP, man. Delight. The album is out with DJ C Sud. I think I'm saying that right, man. It's a lot of bangers on there. You're gonna ride all the way through, but I am gonna say, get them fed. That song is so raw. I've been bumping that all day. Get them fed. Just the vibe and the melodics on it was super awesome, man. Also, DJ Khaled dropped his album this week. Boy, let me tell you something. He got some heavy hitters on there. Shout out to the home team. He just had Lunch Money reminded me when he said DJ Khaled name. Listen, that's Sorry Not Sorry with Jay-Z and Nas. Y'all go look up the video. As a hip-hop lover, it felt so good to watch that video and them sitting around playing poker and seeing them two guys play poker after they had the biggest diss records at one time, almost over 10 years ago. And you know what I said to myself? I just wish Biggie and Tupac would have got over it, got through it. Man, can you imagine them doing songs or an album together right now? Man, listen, man, we need a Jay-Z and Nas like 2021 album, man. After seeing that and then watching the video clips of Nas, listen to Jay-Z's verse at the studio with DJ Khaled, hey, classic. You know what I'm talking about? Like, another B. That was the double B, the triple B. We can't forget about the other B. And then Beyonce come in there and say, hey. Boy, that's classic, boy. When you got a billionaire wife that can just walk in the studio and say, hey, and then the whole beehive go crazy. Listen, That song already done did millions of streams and views already, man. But listen, I'm gonna cut all that out, man. Are we ready for that crazy vegan?
Yeah.
Let's show you what we do. Cause y'all restaurants need to hit us up if you're trying to have us come out to your restaurant, your establishment, your business. We definitely support our black-owned businesses, man. And this is just one of the many that we got lined up. So lock in with us, man, because you know we putting y'all on the calendar now, man. We coming out and doing live broadcasts, man. Let's show that interview, man. Shout out to Big Lip Bandit. With him spending a lot of time in that kitchen. Listen, tell the people where we at right
Well,
now.
listen, we're at the Crazy Vegan, 645 West Hollandale Beach Boulevard. And Hollandale Beach, let me tell you something, the best burgers, not even just vegan burgers, the best food that you'll probably ever have in your life. No BS.
We're going to test that today, man. I'm real excited, man, because I'm an eater myself. But before I even talk about the eating situation, man, you got a great story about this. But first, you got to tell them who you are.
Well, first and foremost, Big Lip from Hot 105. All right. Of course, I'm a radio vet, been here for 20 years.
Legendary.
Yeah, well.
Nah, just accept that. You trying to be modest.
Legendary money yet, so.
Nah, but you got legendary status.
I really appreciate that. And so the thing is, how I came up with this whole concept is about 2011. I was at ICU. You know,
wow.
I was almost died, and I was ICU for 7 days because one thing, I caught meningitis, but how I caught it was that my health was so bad. I was like 40 pounds heavier, about 30 pounds heavier, and just my high blood pressure, cholesterol, borderline diabetic, and my doctor was like, "Listen, you left your body defenseless. Your immune system is deteriorating because you're in such poor health." And I said, "You know what? I cut the meat out." And I started eating healthier, and my high blood, my diabetes, everything disappeared. But the only problem is vegan food tastes like crap. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I'm like, man, where can I eat? So it got to the point where I just said, you know what? Let me just start playing around. As plant-based meat got more and more popular, I met my chef, and we've been cool. And I was like, listen, why don't we just do it? He's crazy, I'm crazy. I said, you know what? The Crazy Vegan. And so he's like,
that was my other question about where his name came from.
Because I'm crazy. So,
nah, we know that. We know that.
Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. But that's how we came up with the concept. And, and basically, people that are in transition, excuse me, I thought somebody called me in the background. I know we hood as hell, but anyway, right? So, like a lot of people that's in transition, a lot of people are not complete vegans, So they say, you know what, maybe I want to eat a little cleaner today and get some good tasting food, because I hate going to like vegan spots and it's like brown rice and carrots. Like I don't want to eat bird food, So that's what we call, is like vegan fun food.
Right. And then even down to I never would have thought that I would have seen the smoothies too, though. Like, talk about what's on the menu too.
Yo, gosh, our menu. Listen, first of all, the best Philly cheesesteak that you ever had. It's not even, I'm make sure you get one. Best Philly cheesesteak that you probably ever gonna have. No lie. Our burgers are amazing. We have Crazy Cowboy, which is one of our biggest sellers. The Crazy Cowboy has onion rings, and it has vegan bacon and cheese, barbecue, and crazy sauce. Then we have our Crazy AF burger. Y'all know what that is, all right? So we got 2 patties, and you have 2 slices of cheese, the vegan bacon, you have the onions, and it's just an amazing burger. And we got our Crazy Karen. Our Crazy Karen is basically our plain burger. That's just nothing but just.
Hey, you about to make me drop this.
Listen, that's what it is. That's our Crazy Karen.
Hey, you tripping me out.
Yeah, we have Crazy Karen, and then we also have 2 chicken sandwiches. We have the Crazy Main Chick and the Crazy Side Chick.
Oh, that's crazy on wordplay.
Yeah, but we never have both sandwiches at the same time. The Crazy Side Chick is only around, and the Main Chick isn't there. So that's how we play.
Put some thought into this, man. I'm loving it, bro.
Yeah, so.
Hey, that's crazy. Now I need the menu just to show this. When I re-air this on a Tuesday night, I need y'all to understand what's going on. Go back on everything that he said and start looking at what he said. That's a lot of jokes in that. Like that wordplay. Wordplay always been you on the radio anyway, so to implement that in something.
And then to have fun with food. You know what I'm saying? Like we call it the Crazy Vegan. Like we're not crazy enough to put meat in your mouth. That's one of our slogans. That's how we play around. Yeah.
But then my thing is, in the restaurant world, in a time like this, because a lot of people was pulling back, a lot of people took L's. What made you brave enough to step out and say, I'm a black man right now, and I'm really gonna take a leap on faith?
Because what happened was, well, one, I always take a leap on faith. You know what I'm saying? That's one. Like if I make my mind up, I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. The biggest thing is that I noticed in the pandemic, to-go restaurants were booming. Sit-down restaurants got killed. So I say, you know what? And if you're vegan, all the vegan places shut down. Like all the sit-down restaurants, half of them were disgusting anyway. But I say, you know what? Vegan fast food. I know this will work. To go. It's
Right.
nice, you know what I'm saying? You come in, you grab your food, boom, you hit it. You good. So that's how I came up with that concept. And, we haven't even been officially open and we're doing incredibly well.
Right, right. The numbers is crazy already. Since I've been here, it's like it's a whole line all the way around the corner, and like it's super duper crazy. One thing that excites me about vegan food, because I've been kind of tapping into it too, is you're not feeling so sluggish.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? Talk about the
Because
feeling after. We, let me tell you something. That Philly cheesesteak was so good, like so good. The French fries was real good, and usually like from a vegan standpoint, I like don't I don't love sweet potato fries, but I thought that's what I was getting. But those fries were so good, and nothing that I ate at Crazy Vegan tastes like vegan. You know what I'm saying? So it was a great day, man. I love when I can get any kind of food that's really really good. We ready to run to that second part? Yeah, man. That was an awesome day, man, and some good food, man. What else on your mind, Jesse? Oh yeah, yeah. We could do that. Definitely. Oh yeah, movies. I forgot to say Annabellum. Again, I know that was something I spoke about before, but I'm saying it again. Um Definitely check that movie out, man. Netflix and Hulu, I'm back. I see that also they announced that it's 2022 that they're letting off Black Panther Part 2. Is Black Panther Part 2 Wakanda Forever? That's the name of the movie. Marvel is also releasing the not the Millennials, I always say, but it was like another Marvel movie and DC Comics. So yeah, summer 2022, man. We getting closer to that Black Panther 2, man. I really can't wait to see it, man. I want to see how much they're going to leave in from King T'Challa, man. I can't wait to see that movie. It always makes me feel weird when somebody deceased hasn't seen the movie that they left us. No different than Paul Walker with the Fast and Furious 6 or 7. It was one of them. Yeah, that was a great outro for him, but I can't wait to see this. So we ready to run that video?
Yeah, just to put it in perspective, this is a video clip of evidently there's a little girl is a school up in Central Florida, and she damaged like a computer monitor at the school, something like that. So they call her mom to come down to pay for the damage that the daughter created, and then they decide that paddling was in order. So here's how it went down.
Let's do it.
That's Clewiston, Florida school principal Melissa Carter striking the little girl with a wooden paddle because she had allegedly scratched a school computer. In the video, you can hear the principal chastising the child.
You better be glad you're not my daughter, because I would spank your butt all the time for acting like that. And I wish you would try to call the police on me. That's called being a brat.
Carter's assistant, Cecilia Self, also seen in the video, tells the little girl how to stand.
Put your butt back out.
And then 3 whacks from the principal, the girl crying and moving after the first. But then instructed to get back in position. The incident happened in April when the first grader's mother asked to come to the school to pay $50 for the damage to the computer. That's according to her lawyer, who says the mother does not speak English.
She said to me, when this happened, I absolutely froze in
Man, I can't even breathe watching that because I'm a parent. And I know it take a village to raise a child. We in a different era now, and it don't even seem good even hearing her say if you call the police a brat. Yeah. And
well, those are gonna be some famous last words for that principal. Those are gonna be some famous last words because In Florida, we actually do allow corporal punishment in Florida, but in the county where this happened, it's not one of the counties where corporal punishment is
It's
allowed.
not included. It's
Yeah.
not included in that.
Oh yeah. So the teacher, she already on administrative leave and all that. That's gonna be some famous last word. I wish you would call the police on me. So yeah,
Right.
that's just a problem. I haven't. I know. I mean, I'm old. I'm older than you. I mean, I'm 50. I'm 52. So that was a part of schools when I was growing up, for sure. But yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I mean, I'm a fan of disciplining children. Don't get me wrong. But you know,
Right. I
but
am.
I'm a fan of disciplining children in appropriate measures. And I don't
Right.
think that was I don't think that was necessary. And then the mom, like we were saying earlier, the mom is undocumented, so she was scared to really stand up and say anything. But at least she did record the video, and then went and tried to get something done afterwards. But yeah, man,
Yeah,
that also
because
shows you again with undocumented people the kind of the line they have to try to navigate just to be here. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure she wanted to stand up and protect her child. I mean, most parents are gonna stand. I mean, if someone's gonna beat my child, it's me, not somebody at school with a paddle. You
right.
know, so
I would have even respected it more if they made her mother do it. Like, you
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I would
She
have
caught she
respected
caught
it
some
more. And
momentum on that first lick was the one. You saw it, right?
yeah,
That was she went
and she
back
didn't
and
go light.
yeah.
She
Oh
didn't
yeah.
go
She
light at
she brought
all.
the force. She brought the force with that one. But when I got paddled though, you had to bend over and touch your toes, and
Right.
the teacher was like he was in the batting cage, bro. Trust me.
That's
You
crazy.
you will not want to whatever it was. You don't want to do that again because it was that was no joke. So I didn't
You
require
know,
multiple
like
paddlings.
let me tell you what, like even on the paddling situation, Jesse, like when you watch somebody else do that to your child, because I'm looking at the force of this woman. What did we find out later on? She's racist. You know what I mean? Because you can tell that this is a Hispanic woman and this is a white woman beating your Hispanic child. You understand? And my
Hmm.
thing is, what did we find out later? No different than I'm gonna go to a different case. That this firefighter that got arrested, stay with me. The firefighter that got arrested and did 20 months in prison, right? And that police, they said that the police arrested the firefighter. The police said that that firefighter was swerving in the middle of the road, and then it led to another charge and another charge, and that black firefighter got like a 2-year sentence. Come to find out, when they looked at the patrol car camera, they're showing everything about that what that police said was a lie. That's first off. Second off, the police went behind the scenes in evidence room and changed some things around about for more than one case. So now, not only did they have to let that firefighter out early, he's being there's a lawsuit coming. Then they looked into over 24 other cases connected to that police. Man, they had to fire him because he's been doing that to black. I'm talking about African American males. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's scary when you look at it. Now, not only is that police fired, he's been a police for like over 17 years. The lawyer said there's over 200 and something cases that's connected to him. You know, they're starting to drop these cases. Some of these people are in jail, some of these people are out of jail, but their cases are the cases are still on these black men's record. So here it is, people can't get jobs. People are probably lost jobs. So it's a big situation connected to that. So I said all that to say, what did we find out? That same principle has been putting pressure on these Hispanic women because they know that they're here illegally, or what? Oh, you're lucky you're not my child because I'll do this all the time. Maybe we need to be looking at your kids because you might be real domestic at home. Like, you know what I mean? Because now I'm gonna go back further and we get in the show. When you beat your child, you beat them with love, and you still are, you know what, let me let off. You know how much to hit your child because you know the body weight. You know how much you could put on that child. Some people that's dealing with your kids, no different than if you see the police or another teacher doing that, you don't know how much to how much pressure
Yeah.
to put on
Because
somebody
that
else,
first
child.
lick might have left a bruise on that little girl's behind. You
Right,
know what I'm saying? And
right,
and then what? You know what I'm
right.
saying? I mean, it's,
And she know who she get.
she gonna be able to pay for her whole citizenship after this case is over with because she getting ready. They getting ready to
Right.
that school system getting ready to get it. You know what I'm saying? They're probably gonna sue the teacher individually as a person. I don't know where she came up with her policy. She must have was thinking when she was back in some other county because she was all the way wrong.
Oh, you mean to tell me she got to pay $50 for that screen, and she got to
Yeah,
get her child
yeah,
embarrassed?
yeah. I don't
Nah,
understand
bro,
that.
it's one or the other. Yeah, and you can tell the lady probably ain't even got the $50, but she gonna figure it out. But listen, you
Yeah.
not, and it looks so embarrassing, man. That child gonna have to wear more than just them scars. It's no
Hmm.
different than I don't know. I'll leave it alone. But I will say, man, sometimes when you do something like that and it goes public, sometimes these kids don't never get to wear that out. You know what it remind me of? Remember that uncle that beat his nephew because he was promoting like, oh yeah, he was a gang member online, but he really wasn't a gang member? Remember a couple years ago,
I
and
believe
the
so.
uncle beat him all in the living room. He say, "Oh, you in a gang? Tell them people." He put him back on Facebook Live. He said, "Tell these people you not in a gang. You just fronting like you in a gang." Man, listen, man. Not only did that boy get embarrassed, he got beat online by his uncle, and then the mother of that child co-signed it at that time. Say, you know what, my uncle meant well. You know they came back and they killed that boy. Some gang members killed that boy in front
Wow.
of that house. I don't know if you remember that story. Look it up. And because that went viral, gang members felt like violated. Like, listen, you false flagging. You could die for that.
Right.
And they killed that boy, man. And the boy was like 16 or something like that, 15 or 16. They killed him, and bruh, it wasn't even worth it
Yeah.
to go viral. Whooping
Yeah.
it. And the uncle meant well because he
Yeah.
felt like, man, I'm trying to save my nephew.
Hand down the sanctions
streets.
without the publicity.
Right.
He needed them
Yeah,
sanctions
man.
though.
Yeah, but he did it online because that's what he did it online. He was up there throwing gang signs online, and that was going viral because people were in the comments saying, "Oh, you're not a blood, you're not a blood." And then his uncle, who had been to prison for like 10 years, he was like, "I'm trying to save my nephew." I never could have imagined that happen. He was like, "Here it is. I'm trying to save my nephew from that lifestyle because it cost me my life." So, it's a catch-22 and it's tough, man. Listen, Mental Health Awareness Month. Check on your kids, check on your parents, check on your strong ones. We up out of here, man. We had a great episode, great topics, man, and great interviews, man. Next week, Tuesday, we got another
Atlanta,
big
get
guest.
ready. We about to turn Atlanta out. Y'all get ready.
It's going down. We out of here, man.
Great show, my brother.
Awesome.